So I'm going to show you guys what one of my full back workouts kind of look like. But when it comes to back, pretty much any type of pulling movement is going to be working your back muscles and, your biceps and forearms and whatnot. But different types of exercises will help you target certain muscle groups, I guess. Depending on how wide your grip is, how narrow, your elbow positioning, the angle you're pulling it at, and whatnot. But pretty much any kind of pulling is gonna be hitting your back. The main thing that I concentrate on for back is that stretch. I want to make sure my form's proper, but really what I'm looking for is that full stretch of the muscle and then the full contraction, like all the way, and then like a squeeze. And that's kind of the basics when it comes to training pretty much any muscle. With pulling movements, you could, really hold that pause. So I'm just gonna go in there blind. I have some basic type of movements that I do every time I train back, which is, always gonna be some type of row, and then like a lat pull. But for the most part, that's kind of the basics what I think about when I'm gonna go do a back workout. It's I don't know. It's just like, for me, it kind of becomes, or it has become, quite easy for me. But that's just because I've been doing it for so long. And if you think about it, that's how it works for everything. The more you do something, and if you're consistent with it, it's just gonna start becoming almost like second nature. For me, it doesn't really matter what gym I go to or where I am. I could walk in there and be like, all right, it's going to be a back day. And, I'll have no problem making up a quick back workout at the top of my head. And yeah, I don't know if that's something that the gym has taught me, just that becoming good at something takes time and consistency. It's become kind of habitual to me when it comes to heading to the gym. I always make sure I got a pre-workout, and I guess, before I forget, gum. I always gotta have a piece of gum, for when I'm getting like in the zone of working out, chewing on a piece of gum, sipping on pre-workout for the drive to the gym, and then just chew that piece of gum throughout the workout. There's been times when, I ate my last piece of gum yesterday and I forgot to get more, or there was a lot on my mind and I kind of just end up in the gym without gum and I don't notice it till I'm like basically ready to start working out. It's me like freaking out, like something's off, just thinking, oh, this workout's gonna suck, to the point that I'm almost like asking people in the gym, hey, do you have any gum? Can I borrow a piece of gum? I need gum. Ugh! But it's kind of I guess like a pre-workout ritual that I don't know where it started, but I guess I've been doing it long enough that if the pre-workout or the gum is missing, it completely makes the whole thing feel off. Today is the day I'm gonna try and show you guys a full back workout with with some bicep, because I always train a bit of bicep at the end of my back day. And hopefully all is well and I have a crazy good workout. Again, every time I train any type of upper body stuff, I always fool around with some weight, whether it's cables or dumbbells or whatever these are, circle donut weights. But yeah, I always try to make sure I warm up the shoulders a little bit. I prefer using the cables because there's more of a resistance. And it's just, I just think they're way better. But those are way over there. And my first back workout, we're gonna do a barbell row. It's gonna start with a nice kind of light, I guess not so light, but we'll start off with this weight and we'll see how she goes. Oh, man, I need a haircut. So barbell rows are kind of like a full body exercise. You know, you're working parts of your legs, your lower back, just to stabilize and balance the thing. But I'm mainly using these for trying to hit that mid back area. So for me, I want to go a little bit wider. I don't want to be too close. I want to go a wide grip. And yeah, I don't want to like arch my back. I want to pivot at the hip, lean nice and over, and I'm just going to bring it up right to my lower chest. Oh, man, I have not done barbell rows in a minute. The reason being is because they're difficult. They just feel awkward, you know, you're leaned over with all that weight, trying to pull it up. It can be hard to get the form right, but I really need to start doing more exercises like this, kind of like the full body, because it gets my heart rate up. I don't know, it's kind of like, feels like it's a more functional type of workout rather than just sitting there using a machine pulling. They're definitely harder. And yeah, I'm gonna be huffing and puffing pretty soon here. I think I'm gonna do 4 sets of this. I'll go heavy a bit where the form is not the greatest, but I don't know, maybe it's an ego thing, or in my mind it's if I push myself a little harder, maybe I'll be able to do the proper form later on. Six is kind of my magic number. Always want to be able to try to at least get 6. If I could do more, I will. For that instance, I want to go up a little bit more weight, so I probably could have did more than 6, but I wanted to stop there because I'm going to add some more. What should I do here? Maybe just another 10. I used to think that the 10 pounds and the 5 pounds and the whatever 2.5 pounds were so useless. Like, if you're gonna go up weight, go up at least 25 pounds. But no, I actually use them all the time. It's they're nice. Oh. And straps? No, I am not using straps. Straps are for little sissy boys. No, it's because I don't have any straps. If I had straps, I would use them all the time. It would help so much with exercises like this, especially, because just hanging on to it, it's just taking so much energy when what I'm trying to do is get the back muscles. I don't really want to get I want to get the back, but I don't have them. So people that do have them, sissies. Just kidding. Just kidding. I think I'm just gonna go a little bit more of a closer grip, because this is gonna be heavier, and I want to get at least 6 reps. And the closer the grip, it's easier to pull. The farther out I find it's a lot more difficult. So I'm gonna go a little bit more in. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I think now I'm just gonna drop down to what I started with and just see how many we could pump out. Water. Hydration. Very important. Usually when I'm doing a workout, I try to make sure I drink 2 of these at least. Sometimes I get really into it and I forget. But just kind of in between, every time I'm taking a little rest in between sets, take a couple sips of water. So we're going back to like the original grip, maybe even a bit wider. And just gonna keep going till I can't anymore. This is where I can really concentrate on that squeeze and that stretch. More concentrated reps. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of like playing around, slowing down, speeding up. I don't know, the more you go, the more you kind of figure out your body and what works for you when it comes to being in the middle of a set. You kind of play around with it. It's something that comes with time. That was a good first exercise, and since I did like a more of a row type movement, I like to alternate to, now I'm gonna do like a lat pull. So maybe some kind of wide grip lat pull down is what we're gonna do next. The lovely lat pull down. So I'm gonna start with a lighter weight. Try to get my feel right. Ooh, that's nice. So what I've kind of learned, I don't want to extend like so much that I don't have tension on my lats. I'll extend so there's still tension. And then when I pull down, driving down with my elbows, and I don't want to swing back like this. It's not what I'm looking for. I kind of want to keep my body stationary, maybe a slight lean back. And then as I come down, pulling down, but my elbows are not like straight out like this. They're kind of more forward. You might not be able to pull it down that far, but I've been focusing more on what I'm doing when it comes to lat pull downs. And I can feel it in the lats way more than I used to, because I used to just try to pull as much weight as I can. And yeah, I don't know if it's like maturing in the gym or kind of figuring out that, or getting that better mind muscle connection, but it's my workouts have slightly changed from let's see how much weight we can move to what muscle am I trying to target and do I feel it where I want it to be. See, I just went up a little bit in weight. The first reps for me or the first sets for me are usually not really working sets ever. their feel sets, warm up, just kind of figuring out the movement. And then from there, I'll do 2 to 3 working sets. So this is slightly heavier. Oh. Yeah, like this is almost too light for a working set. Kind of just, if it's too light, I find, and I can easily get 10 or more, for me, it's not really worth it. I'm just burning energy that I should be using towards something that's more of a struggle. When it comes to lifting weights, everything I'm doing, if I want to gain strength and gain muscle, it has to be a struggle. Have to be struggling and pushing myself for anything to change, because the body is not going to improve or change if it's just doing what it's capable of. So you have to force it to go past that pain and past that struggle for your body to be like, oh shit, we need to build this muscle back stronger and bigger, type thing. That's there's a lot more science to it. That's kind of the basis of it. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just trying to sound smart on camera. But let's just go heavy. Do heavy. Might only be able to get like 2 or 3 of this. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna drop back down to a lighter weight where I could get 6. That was a good set. I did a lot more reps than I thought I was going to do. But that's kind of how I want all my working sets to look. Just pure struggle, but still trying to maintain decent form. So I'm just gonna drop the weight a bit, do one last set. All right, let's see if we can get solid 10 out of this. And if I start swinging near the end, that's okay. Yeah, lots of swinging, bad form near the end, but that's okay because it was only for a few reps. There are so many different variations to different types of rows. Those barbell rows I was doing, the wider grip with the elbows more out, I was trying to target more of that mid back. For these close grip cable type rows, I'm trying to hit that lat area, kind of that mid to lower lat. And that's what I'm doing for these. So I've never used this machine here yet, so I'm just kind of testing out. That's like this weight's way too light, but just trying to get my form right. Me personally, like this machine does feel great, but I'd like to be able to do more of a stretch farther, but I can still get a pretty good stretch on this one. Yeah, let's go with it. Feels pretty good. Definitely more weight though. So anytime I'm doing a row that's more of like pulling lower towards my hips, is gonna be more of like a lat. And anytime I'm pulling up higher, like up to my upper chest or chest area, is gonna be kind of more mid back. But for this, it's kind of the same thing. I just wanna be extend out, and just drive back with my elbows close to my body. And just drive my elbows back towards my hip. Oh, nice. And then kind of same with these. I don't want to have my back curled like this. I want to try my best to try to keep my back flat and always hinging at the waist. My hamstrings are so flippin' tight that it makes a lot of the hinging at the hips difficult. Yeah, stretch more. I definitely need to stretch more. If I could touch the ground flat, that would be, maybe I should start working on that. So right now, it's just embarrassing. I don't even want to try it. Every time I do, I feel like I'm gonna blow out a hamstring. Should we go up? Yeah, we'll go up a little bit. I really should go buy a pair of straps. It would definitely help me with these heavier lifts on actually concentrating on where I want it instead of trying to squeeze onto the grips. But hey, I don't do any forearm exercises. Just don't use straps. You'll build your forearms up. No, straps are definitely helpful. See how I'm not like swinging my body back like this? You know, like that works as well, but I'm trying to change the way I exercise, be more concentrated. God, I'm at that stage when every time I'm filming an exercise, I'm just not even counting reps. I'm just going till it hurts. And because it's on film, I think I'm pushing myself harder than I normally would, just because I'm trying to look cool for the camera, man. No, but I should train like this all the time. If I want to hit my goals, gotta definitely take it seriously. For the longest time, even still to this day, going to the gym is more, it's kind of like a hobby. It's just fun to do. I enjoy being here. But I didn't follow any program or any diet or anything like that. I just came a lot and pushed myself hard and really got into it. And I think that's kind of like the long way. I got to the stage I'm at now and the knowledge I have now the long way. I feel like if I was actually following a program and on a strict diet, I would have got to my goals a lot quicker. But I enjoy the process a lot for this, so I just come here a lot that results start to show. I don't know, it's just something. Okay, we're gonna go up for a heavy one, just up a little bit, see how it is. If you take proper rests in between sets, you don't burn out so easily and you could do more weight or more reps with heavier weight. But I guess I'm just impatient. It seems like most of my workouts end up being like a weird pyramid thing. Light, heavy, 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 and then back to light. Thinking, should I drop down and do one more, the lighter weight? Decisions. If I'm thinking about it, that means I better do it. That's how I make my decisions. It's on my mind, better do it. All right, last set. Okay. Very nice. Let's go do another lat pull. We did a wide grip. Let's go for a narrow one. Now the question is, machine or cable? I guess it kind of depends on what's available, really. So I've decided we're gonna do machine for a close grip. I haven't used this machine before, so we're gonna see how it feels. I mean, maybe one arm at a time. It's okay. I was looking for more of like a close grip all the way down. This one kind of is wider. Your arms pull out wider. But you know, let's just do it. It needs more weight though. It's the best thing about training with machines. You can just load up the weight on it. Feel like a flipping monster with all this weight I could add to the machine. Oh, maybe that was too much weight. Yeah, this is definitely quite strange. I like it though. I actually feel it in my bicep quite a bit. This would be like a good end of back exercise. That's the thing, there's so many different machines out there and different ways of doing certain things. It's sometimes you just gotta just try one out and figure it out. Trust me, I look pretty dumb on some of these machines. I'm like looking at them, trying to figure out how to move the seat up or down. But some of this stuff is pretty complex. Like, it's a lot of engineering into a lat pull down, you know? Machines aren't always better. That's what I'm gonna go with. Old school cables and old school free weights always works. Machine's nice. The tension just on this one feels like it changes. Like it goes from being hard to like easy, like right there. I don't really like that. Kind of like the same tension the whole way through, but it's nice because the tension's the hardest right here. Yeah, it's not bad. I think that was 6. If I'm doing one arm at a time, I should be counting. Don't want to get too big on one side, you know? You know what? I'm just gonna do two sets on this thing. I'm not the biggest fan of this machine. So, yeah, at least I tried it out. All right, we're back to this cable machine again. Oh, way too late. So this is kind of the movement I was looking for on that machine. Close grip all the way down, not just at the top. Definitely glad we tried that though, because you're not gonna know unless you try it. But yeah, this is kind of what I was looking for. It's just a close grip. The whole movement. Then yeah, it's kind of the same with most things, is just concentrate on driving with my elbows, and as I go up, stretch out those lats. And I kind of try to pull down with my lats first before trying to drive my elbows down. So it kind of looks like this. And then oh, I keep seeing all these guys training back and they got straps. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. They're not even that expensive. I don't even know why I don't have a pair. I'm pretty sure I could probably buy them here at this gym. Just another thing I gotta carry around, I guess, eh? Okay, last set. It's gonna be a heavy one. Let's see how many I can do. Oh. Just gotta lock your legs right in here, or else it'll pick my body up. Okay, that's enough of that. I still don't know what this machine is called. Someone told me like not too long ago, and it must have been a weird name because I completely don't remember. But this has become like one of my favorite back machines. If not, maybe it is my favorite back machine. Ooh, okay, no. I want to go a bit wider. It's gonna be the last back exercise, and then we're gonna move on to, God. I think I need to trim my nose hairs. I wonder, like, people with mustaches will know if they have nose hairs that sometimes your nose hairs get too long and they like catch in your mustache, and it's so irritating. You need like tweezers or like a nose trimmer. It's just means you're more barbarian and you're growing hair out of your nose. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's what I tell myself. Long nose hairs just means you got that barbarian genetics. For ending my back out workout with this, the angle I'm doing now and the grip is kind of like more of a mid-back type thing is what I'm targeting. That mid-back rhomboid area, rear delt, just kind of that hole. That's what I'm trying to hit. If I go elbows more out and up like this, and kind of like pull my elbows up, that's gonna be a lot of rear delt and I think more rhomboid. I don't know, I'm just kind of, I just feel like I need to do another back exercise, so, and these are like my favorite, so we're gonna do these. In my mind, I'm thinking that by just pumping out reps on this and doing different angles, I'm hitting all the little muscles that I missed throughout the rest of the workout, but I don't even know if that's the case. I'll tell you what, it's really nice seeing how busy all these gyms are. I think a lot more people are into fitness these days, probably because we can't afford to do anything else. What do we do? Let's just go to the gym. Let's get super fit. It's too expensive to go out to the restaurant or go out partying. We'll just go get jacked instead. Man, I do actually really want straps. But then people call me sissy boy. Oh, look at that sissy boy using straps. Oh, okay. That's good enough for back, I find. Yeah. Yeah, it's good enough for back. Let's go do some biceps. Biceps are always fun. All right, on to fun, good old biceps. So these cable rope curl things, I don't know, I like doing them. And I hold my wrist kind of like this, and then as I come up, it's close, and then at the very top, I'm spreading my arms apart. I would just say this is just a good all-around bicep exercise. Not really sure exactly where it's targeting, but you know, you got the hammer in there and then the twist at the top. So I like to call it just a good all-around bicep exercise. And they burn a lot. I feel it right in my forearms. Yeah. They're nice and easy too. Just grab the cable, grab the rope, start curling. I guess for these, another main thing you want to pay attention to is you want to lock your elbows in right by your side. You don't want your elbows back here. You don't want to be swinging like this. You just want to lock them in. Extend your arms nice and out, and boom. Of course, near the end of your set, it's totally okay to swing. Am I just saying that because I do it? Kind of. But no, just to get that last little bit of at the end of a set. Yeah. Form's allowed to be dog shit. Let's do one set. That's gonna be way too heavy. And then I'll go on to more of a concentrated curl. Maybe we'll see if there's a cool machine that I haven't tried out here that's good for concentrated curls. I found this kind of preacher curl machine. It looks fancy. Never tried it before, but I've done preacher curls before. So we're gonna try it out. I just put some lightweight on there. But some things that I've learned along the ways on how to do these properly is what I do is I like to have the seat a bit lower so I could like dig my armpits in. I find a lot of times with these, if you're out like this, I just could feel it start pulling in my lats. Right in my lats is where I'll pull it, and that's what I don't want to do that. I want to be strictly bicep. That's what the preacher curls are for. So the way to help that is to just drive your armpits right in there, and it's easier if the seat's lower. I push my butt near the back of the seat, and yeah, let's just see how this feels first. Oh, I don't know if I like this machine at all. I could feel it. It's almost like this gap's too big. What if I just do one arm? Okay, that's better. I'll just do one arm at a time on this one. This gap here is weird, and I was like, it was pulling weird, like in my lat. But yeah, I guess the next thing is I don't want my elbows out like this. I want them nice and straight. Armpit dug in so I don't pull with my lats. And then the main thing that I look for in a preacher curl like this is this stretch right here, like this movement. I don't want to completely like extend my arm out, but like almost all the way. And then that pull right there, that's what I'm looking for. This movement up here is not, it's nice, but it's mainly from here to here. That's what I'm looking for. So I want to make sure I'm extended all the way out. I don't want to just be sitting here doing this. That's not doing anything for me. I want to be, oh, nice stretch. And as I'm pulling up, I'm concentrating on squeezing my bicep. the whole way. I don't know how many that was, but yeah, it was a couple. So we'll just try to match. There's always such a big difference from side to side because I'm right-handed. So when I go to the left side on single arm movements, man, does it feel different. It's kind of funny. My left bicep is more full and like thicker than my right bicep, but my right bicep is stronger than my left because I'm right-handed. So my left one's like thicker and bigger, but weaker. My right one is smaller, but stronger. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're gonna go up 10 pounds and see how she goes. I guess another cool thing I like about these when you're doing single arms is that you could push yourself right to the limit and then like use yourself as like a spot. It's kind of cool. Okay, maybe that's still too light. It's good for me. It's good to go light and get a feel for things. But if I'm just doing a ton of reps at something that's light and easy to do, I don't think it's doing really any good for me. For what I'm looking for strength and size. So, gotta push myself. Go heavy and struggle a lot. If I feel this in my lat at all, I'm not doing it properly. I want it to be just bicep. Yeah, I'd say this machine's pretty good. I dig it. It's kind of different from what I'm used to, but no, it's good. Okay, so for my next set, I'm going to not talk so I can actually know how many reps I'm doing. Why do you spend so much time in the gym? 'Cause I'm busy talking, trying to explain. Okay. These are fun to do negatives on too. Oh. Biceps and shoulders, but biceps especially, are one of the muscle groups that just burn so good. It hurts so good. Okay. Yeah. That's good enough that's a good enough of exercise. Let's get out of here. So that was kind of what my back workouts look like. A lot of times my workouts seem to be always different. Yeah, I'll do like a lot of the same exercises, but they'll be in different order, or I'll use a different machine, or I'll try a different grip and whatnot. So a lot of times it's just all over the place. I don't really have set workout plans. It'll be, I'm gonna go train back in some biceps, and then the basics are, I'll just do the basics, and whatever that looks like kind of depends on what I see when I'm in the gym, or how I feel, or what machines are being used, or which ones are available and whatnot. So keeps it interesting. Definitely, I feel like I'd get bored if it was the same back workout every time I trained back. I did the exact same thing. I would lose my mind, I think. But for the most part, it's just going often and seeing what happens from that. I always have like a protein shake after my workout, It's mainly something I drink on the way home as more of a hunger suppressant, just something to tie me down until I could get some real food in me. Yeah, it's a nice little boost, extra protein and whatnot there, but mainly it's what I eat after when I get home is what counts for me. This is just a little boost. And I got this Reese's Pieces flavor. It tastes just like it. It's almost like drinking a milkshake. That's how good it is. But I think for the most, like at the beginning, when I first started training, I don't know how much it mattered for, drinking different supplements and trying all these different things. I kind of did at the beginning, but it was always like on and off. If I had extra money, I'd go buy, because supplements are expensive. I'd go buy some supplements, and then there'd be times when I couldn't afford it, so I'd go months without taking any supplements at all. And at the beginning, there wasn't any difference. I didn't find. I think it's more of once you get a little bit more advanced into the gym, those different types of supplements could maybe give you a little bit more of a boost. Because the main thing is if you're just starting out, it's just getting there, learning as you go, and yeah, being consistent with it. Because I'm pretty sure if you've never trained or weightlifted before and you want to put on muscle and you're eating a decent diet and you just start going, those results are going to come quick. Like you're going to put on muscle mass fast, and you're going to see the difference. Your strength's going to increase quite a bit at the beginning just because it's something you've never done before. But what I'm at that stage. It's when you don't see a lot of change. It's not as quick as it was. So now I'm back with experimenting with different supplements just to see if I could increase that muscle mass a little bit more, or something that could help me increase muscle mass a little bit quicker. Because it takes a lot. Like I've been sitting kind of at the same weight for, I want to say like 4 or 5 months now. But at the same time, I feel like I'm still putting on a little bit of muscle mass, because I can notice myself getting more lean, but my weight is still staying the same. So if I'm getting more lean, that means I'm losing fat, which is weight. But if my weight's staying the same, that means that I must be gaining muscle as well as losing fat. And my strength has been going up as well. But other than that, my weight's been kind of sticking around the same. And it's, I don't know, a lot of it for me is trial and error. I see what other people are doing. I talk with people at the gym. I watch videos to try to figure out, or just really just to look for different things to try. And then I try it out for a bit. And I think when I do decide to try something out, it's to see if it works or not for me. I got to do it for probably at least a solid 6 months, I'd say. 4 to 6 months of trying something to see if it makes any difference. If I try something for, a couple of weeks or a month and I'm like, oh, this doesn't work, I don't see any difference, that's not really enough time. If there's anything when it comes to the gym that I've learned, is that it's a process, and it takes time. It takes more time than you would think. And I don't know. I started to enjoy it because I just went enough that I was comfortable and learned a ton of stuff. And I'm just at that point when it's something I began to enjoy or started to enjoy. Like if you notice with anything when it comes to sports or kind of like anything in life, once you get comfortable and you kind of start to get good at it, I've noticed with myself is that the enjoyment of doing that starts to increase. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to film these workouts and I'm still learning on how to, edit videos and make them look more entertaining for viewers and maybe a little bit of educational and whatnot. But I'm just gonna keep on trying new things and hopefully I get better at it. Till next time.